Hello everybody, how are you all? I hope everyone is doing fine, right? Okay, thank you. First of all, welcome to my channel, Max, my heartbeat. So, I hope everyone is following my videos and learning mathematics and having some knowledge about mathematics, at least a little bit. If improvement is there, I am very happy and I will continue the same to make you happy. I mean, to satisfy you by making you learn mathematics to whatever the extent I can. I will definitely help you. So, today let us continue our topic about indefinite integration. And indefinite integration, so many methods are there, and we have discussed so many methods like integration by substitution, integration by parts, and also integration by partial fractions. In that I have discussed type 1, that is how to solve the problems when we get linear factors. So in the linear factors, one more method is there, that is advanced method of linear factors, that is repeated linear factors. How to solve when we get repeated linear factors, that we will see in our today's class. Are you all excited? Shall we start? Okay, let's start. So now let us start our today's class. So same indefinite integration. Sorry, no need of indefinite integration. Let us write integration by partial fractions. Okay. So integration by partial fractions. Already we have discussed type 1, right? What is type 1? Type 1 is about integration, when we see linear factors, how to solve the problems, right? That we have seen in our type 1. Now, advanced method of type 1, that is type 2. When we see repeated linear factors, right? When we see repeated linear factors in an integration question, then how to find the integral of that question? Let us solve that. So integral 3x minus 2 by x plus 1 whole square into x plus 3 here dx. Okay. See here, repeated means x plus 1 whole square means x plus 1 is repeated 2 times. Yes, that is nothing but repeated linear factors. I hope everybody understood. X plus 1 whole square means x plus 1 how many times here repeated? 2 times. See here, x into x means x square, means x is repeated 2 times here. In the same way, x plus 1 is repeated 2 times, that's why this becomes x plus 1 whole square. So this comes under the category that is repeated linear factors. Understood everybody? Yes. So now let us solve this problem now. So how to solve repeated linear factors? So first, this one, before doing integration, let us convert that into parts. Yes, why? Because partial fractions. So let us convert that into partial fractions first of all. That is 3x minus 2 divided by x plus 1 whole square into x plus 3 is equal to. So whenever we see repeated linear factors, as we are doing previously, the same we have to do here also. A by x plus 1 plus b by x plus 1 whole square plus c by x plus 3. Okay. Here 2 times it is repeated. So we have to start a by single factor only. So what is the single factor here? X plus 1, right? So a by x plus 1 plus repeated factor is x plus 1 whole square. So b by x plus 1 whole square plus c by x plus 3. Okay. This is how we have to write. Understood? For suppose one more it is there. X plus 1 whole cube into x plus 3 is there. Then how we have to write? A by x plus 1 plus b by x plus 1 whole square plus c by x plus 1 whole cube plus d by x plus 3. Like this we have to split. Understood? Depending on the number of times repeated the linear factor, we have to take number of constants increasing. Understood? When there are 3 times repeated factor, linear factor, then we have to take 3 constants. Yes, depending on the number of times of the repeated factor, linear factor. Understood? Clear? Anyone has any doubt? No doubt, right? So let us solve this problem. Okay? So anyhow, LCM is same, right? X plus 1 whole square into x plus 3, right? So here x plus 1 is there, 1 x plus 1, 1 x plus 1 gets cancelled, so here it remains a into x plus 1 into x plus 3 plus b into x plus 3 plus c into x plus 1 whole square. Yes, this is first step, right? This is how we have to do LCM. Clear? Why? Because here x plus 1 whole square is there. So x plus 1 whole square, x plus 1 whole square gets cancelled. What remains? X plus 3. So b we have to multiply by x plus 3. So here also x plus 3 is there. X plus 3 gets cancelled. What remains? X plus 1 whole square. So c should be multiplied by x plus 1 whole square. This is the common method of doing LCM. So now what happens means this denominator gets cancelled. Now we have to equate the numerators. Okay? Let me continue. So I will continue here again by making my board into two parts. Okay. So here I am left with 3x minus 2, that is numerator of the question, is equal to a into x plus 1 into x plus 3 plus b into x plus 3 plus c into x plus 1 whole square. Okay. So this is our leftover problem. Okay. Now what we have to do means comparing. We have to find out the values of a, b and c. Yes. So if I take x value as minus 1, then this term and this term becomes 0, right? I am left with only b, right? So what I will do means x is equal to minus 1. If I take x is equal to minus 1 here, 3 into minus 1 is minus 3, minus 2 becomes minus 5, right? Minus 5 is equal to, so this term and this term, because minus 1 plus 1 gets cancelled, means 0, 0 into a is 0, here also 0 into c is 0. So only b will be left, b term will be left, b into minus 1 plus 3. So minus 5 is equal to b into 2. So b is equal to minus 5 by 2. Okay. So this is my value of b. Next, if I substitute x is equal to minus 3, then I can get the value of c, right? So the same I am writing here, x is equal to minus 3. So minus 3 into 3 is minus 9. Minus 9 minus 2 is minus 11. Right? Understood? See here, if I substitute x value as minus 3 here, then 3 into minus 3 is minus 9 and minus 2 becomes minus 11 is equal to, so here if I substitute minus 3 plus 3 is 0. So a term completely becomes 0 and b term also minus 3 plus 3 becomes 0. So a term and b term will be cancelled. I am left with only c. So c into minus 3 plus 1 whole square. Right? So minus 11 is equal to c into minus 2 whole square. So minus 11 is equal to 4c. So c is equal to minus 11 by 4. Okay? So this is the value of c. Now let us find the value of a. How to find out value of a? Simple. Let us keep x value as 0. So if I keep x value as 0, then this term completely becomes 0 and LHS is minus 2 is equal to, so here 0 plus 1 is 1 and 3 into 1 into a is 3a plus b into 3 is also 3b plus c. Right? So let us substitute b value and c value in this equation. So minus 2 is equal to 3 into a value. Okay, a value only we have to find out, a plus 3 into b value is minus 5 by 2 plus c value is minus 11 by 4. Okay, I hope everybody understood up to here, right? Okay, now okay, so minus 2 is equal to, so 3a plus of minus minus, so minus 15 by 2 minus 11 by 4. So minus 2a is equal, okay, first let us find 3a. So 3a is equal to minus 2 plus 15 by 2 plus 11 by 4. If I said minus, this becomes plus, so plus plus. So 3a is equal to, take LCM 4. Okay, so 2 into 2, 2 into 4 is 8 plus 15 into 2 is 30 plus 11. Okay, 43 minus 8 is 33. So 3a is equal to 33 by 4. 3 ones, 3 11s. This implies a is equal to 11 by 4. Okay, let us substitute a value, b value and c value in that question. Okay, just only 2 minutes. So integral of 3x minus 2 by x plus 1 whole square into x plus 3 is equal to, so a by 11 by 4 by x plus 1 plus of minus 5 by 2 by x plus 1 whole square plus of by x plus 3 is equal to, so 11 by 4. Okay, now let us take integral for 3. So 11 by 4 integral 1 by x plus 1 plus minus 5 by 2 integral 1 by x plus 1 whole square plus 11 by 4 integral 1 by x plus 3. So this is equal to 11 by 4 log of x plus 1 minus 5 by 2 x plus 1 whole power minus 2 plus 1 by minus 2 plus 1 plus 11 by 4 log of x plus 3 plus c. So this is the simple example about type 2, that is repeated linear factors. I hope you have understood this problem. That's all for today. Take care.